It's Dakota from Band Banta, and I am joined by Teardrive. We're here in Adelaide. You guys are opening for the Jungle Giants, which is super exciting, all the way from Brisbane. So for the people who are new here, haven't maybe heard of Teardrive before, can you guys give us a bit of an introduction and a backstory to the band?
Hey, I'm Gabe. I play guitar.
Hey, I'm Baxter and I sing.
I am Isaac. I play bass and synth.
And I'm Nick, and I play drums.
Teardrive started out when me and Nick used to just jam in his bedroom and started writing some songs. And then we really wanted to get more people in. We got Isaac in, who started out on keys. And then Isaac bumped into Baxter at uni one day. We all went to primary school together.
Yeah.
So it was kind of
Begged
like
me to ask him to be our singer.
yeah, I was
And
begging
so I
for
begged
months.
him to be our singer.
And it kind of all just fell into place. We just started writing music, playing our favorite songs, and it was a nice excuse to hang out.
Yeah.
And now we get to play shows everywhere, so it's awesome.
So now you're touring Australia together, which is super exciting. So you all used to be childhood friends, or?
I guess so. We all went to primary school together.
Right, yeah.
And then
Me and Nick have known each other for
Like,
over 10 years.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
So,
pretty
like,
childhood
We'll
friend.
go with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were childhood friends.
and then we went to school together.
Yeah, us two went to school together.
And
Yeah.
then there's like it was
Yeah,
like
it
we
was
all
weird.
went to the same
Yeah.
school at some point.
Right.
Times.
You're all connected in some sort of way, but it was music that brought you all together
Yep.
and created the band. Awesome. So did you guys always know that you wanted to pursue music or wanted to start a band, like when you were all crossing paths while you were younger, or did Teardrive kind of just happen?
I think Teardrive kind of just happened.
Yeah.
But I think it was probably all a bit of a dream for us, like to be, in a band or be musicians.
We've been playing music all our lives, really.
Yeah.
But like the thought of it being a band was never really, I guess, the first thing that came up.
It was never planned. It was never the plan. It was
Yeah, it was just kind of
just happened.
Yeah.
chill out,
Flow into it.
make
Yeah.
music,
Yeah.
have fun, jam, and then we put on our first show, and then people came. We were like, okay,
Wait a minute.
let's do this. Let's try
It's
it.
too much fun.
I've seen on the socials that you guys have a lot of banter and a lot of inside jokes. How productive do you find a Teardrive writing session?
All right, so Teardrive writing sessions are very rarely actually labeled as writing sessions. We normally just hang out very late at night because we all have day jobs. And slowly someone will be like, oh, let's write a song, or I have an idea. And then the Jungle Giants, everybody. So we come together late at night, normally just to hang out or go through logistics of shows or what we want to do on social media or releases. And then slowly someone will be like, I have an idea. And then it will just slowly divulge. All of a sudden it's 3:00 in the morning. And we realize we have work at 8.
Yep.
And then there's a new song born out of it.
But sometimes it's good.
But it's the only way we can really work. Like we've tried to be like, okay, phones in a box, and everybody just lock in, and let's not muck around. But it's just so much more fun when it's like friends hanging out, and I think it's really important to our creative process, to be honest.
Yeah.
Friends first. So.
Definitely. Exactly. Like you guys were friends first before all the band stuff happened. So you want to keep it joyous. You want to keep it lighthearted. And I think it will also come through in your music and, your love for the craft as well if you do it that way. Yeah. You guys are from Brisbane. What has it been like breaking into the local Brisbane scene? Were you quite involved in the scene before starting the band, or, was it quite nerve-wracking getting into the Brisbane scene?
Yeah, I think like it was very we were just basically freshly 18, so we couldn't really go to many gigs yet.
Right. Yeah.
But we'd been to a few before we like officially started the band. But the we couldn't really land any support acts for a while. We didn't really know anyone, and so we just put on our first our headline show. And then I guess slowly as time's gone on, we've, got more supports,
Yeah.
we've made friends, and everyone's really, really lovely. But we've also kind of started a little bit of a newer scene, and, we've put bands that we love on our lineup and helped them. And
That's awesome.
yeah, now that,
Well, I guess when you guys came in, it was post-COVID, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So there was that awkward time where it was pre-COVID bands, no COVID bands like because of COVID, and then you guys came in, so there was that little bit of a break anyways. Do you think, maybe having those fresh crowds of people who didn't go out to shows kind of like helped you guys feel more comfortable because you were all learning the scene together?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, we finished high school, and I think there was kind of an itch for most people to kind of go out. So we hit it at quite a lucky time because, all of our mates came to our first show and they loved it. And I think also like the crowd that we brought was people that wouldn't generally be going to like local gigs.
Yeah.
And it kind of created an interest in that, which was really awesome to see too. And kind of opened them up to that.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys gave people an opportunity to see music. That's really cool. April of this year, you released your debut EP. Congratulations, guys. It's called Face to Face. What was it like getting this EP out into the world after working on it for so long? Because I read in other interviews that you guys did have this in the works for a little while.
Scary. It was terrifying and at the same time great that it was finally out because it was in the works for quite a long time. Some of the songs and some of them not long at all, but it was definitely good to finally have it out, people to listen to in full.
Yeah.
Felt like a massive relief, I think, just putting it out. Also, people were asking for the songs to be out for so long.
Right.
So, glad we could give them that.
But yeah, it was definitely a long time, and we love to perfect things. So
Yeah.
but yeah, we were so happy with it. We still are, but when it came out, it was just like, yeah, wow, this is great. This feels right. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Because your first track, was it Nothing's Gonna Save Us Now? When was that? That was was it 2024?
Yeah.
Yeah.
End of 2024.
I remember because you guys sent it to me and I was like, whoa, this is a really cool debut single.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's awesome to have like a proper body of work now that people can listen to. What's something you learnt while creating this EP that surprised you? Was there something about the process or something even about yourselves?
You can do too much to a song.
Okay.
I think, that's why we love Cody, our producer. As Isaac just said, we're very perfectionist about a lot of things. We obsess over the tiniest things that realistically most people are never going to hear. But I think that's definitely a big one. And also just like how we all work was a big one. And trying to hit the recordings at points where it was like, okay, we know this will be right, like this will work for this day, that sort of thing. We spend so long in the studio, like days on end for a single song. Like how many days was Better Off? It was like
It was a long time. It was maybe like
even then, and we're still trying to figure out like what the best way is to attack the music and to get it out in a way that is like what's the word?
it was more than a week.
Efficient,
for one song.
I think like even now, like it's definitely like it used to be song at a time, but now like when we're working on new stuff, it's very much just like all at once and a bit more like hands-on. But I remember there was like definitely a big moment that surprised me was just like hearing a demo like come to life. Like we went in for Nothing's Gonna Save You and the demo was like not bad and we loved it. And then like it was like half an hour with Cody and we were just like, whoa,
This
is like a new song. And it was like it blew my mind like how our songs could just sound that cool. So that was definitely like I think the thing that surprised me a lot.
Yeah, I think we've also learned like kind of how to gauge whether the song's finished or not now. Which is a huge
that
thing.
was
It's-
Better Off. That took
yeah.
very long, and I think in hindsight it was ready. Like we had it.
Yeah.
It was just little things that we kept tweaking.
But we're getting better at it.
Well, yeah.
So that's the best thing.
Well, it's all a learning curve, and yeah, it's your debut EP, so there was going to always be stuff that you guys were going to learn. But now you've got, all these practical skills that you can bring into the next singles.
Definitely. Yeah.
To me, this EP feels kind of like a bit of a book, and that each song is its own chapter. I find that the best way for me is to listen to the EP in sequence. Like it's awesome on shuffle, but I really like how dramatic it is and how it goes through. When creating the EP, how did you want listeners to experience it? Did you want them to listen to it, in order? Was there a lot of thought that went into how the songs were ordered?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. It was so deliberate. Like we were thinking about like we knew that we wanted to open with Nothing's Gonna Save You for the longest time. It just felt like a bit of the origin of the band.
Yeah.
It felt like the perfect entry point for like anyone that had just started listening to the EP, and then going into Lost in a Moment, it feels like a fun, upbeat song. It's like a complete 180 on what that is. Carry Back Home feels like
Always Gone Third.
yeah, it feels like the heart of the EP. I think.
Yeah, it was definitely very. Yeah, it's a very deep song. I think it was really fitting.
Yeah, for sure. And then we were just thinking about how things transition, and we wanted the order of it to be very different to how we would play them live too.
Okay.
I think that was one of the main things that informed that too.
So you're playing your first interstate shows on tour, opening for the Jungle Giants. What a huge first opening tour run. What has the experience been like so far? What's the main thing that you're taking away from this?
Just how lovely everyone is.
Yeah.
Like, the bands we're on tour with, this is our first tour, so we didn't really know what to expect. But yeah, the Tullamarines, loveliest people, Jungle Giants, loveliest people. It just makes us feel like really welcomed, and yeah, it's really warm. It's nice. It's really safe. Yeah, there you go.
It's also just so much fun playing with all of them. Like, getting to play our dream venues, or some of them. Like, we did 3 of our dream venues in 14 days, which is just an insane thing to think happened just after 2 years of our band's inception.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying, but also very cool. But no, it's been the best time.
Yeah, that's really cool. You've played some really iconic venues. Like Hindley Street Music Hall here tonight is, on a lot of people's bucket lists, I think. What are some things you've noticed about your performance playing on these large stages and to big crowds?
I think at the start it was rough and very different to what we're used to, but it's definitely getting better and better each show. Like, we're just getting tighter. Our setup time is dropping. We're getting more confident with this amount of people working with the crowds. It's very different each city. Some crowds give a lot, some give none at all, and it's just getting the balance on how to engage with the crowd and get the crowd to grow. And
Playing your best show no matter what.
yeah, it's just good being able to experience different cities and how different people work and growing from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep, you agree. Yeah, because it would be really different being at home playing to the crowds that you play to. They're people that know your music. They're there for you, where these are crowds that are there for maybe you, hopefully you guys, but mainly for the Jungle Giants. So you'll be performing to people that don't know your music. What's been your biggest way to interact with the crowd and get them on board with Tear Drive?
I think the biggest thing that's worked for us is we just focus on having a good time with each other on stage first. Because the Tullamarines are great. They get everyone warmed up for Jungle Giants. We're a bit of a different band to both of them. It's a bit more moody and
Harder to jump to.
yeah, for sure. And so you see a lot of people smiling and nodding their heads, and then by the end of the set they're jumping it, and it's crazy. But I think we're just having a good time. That's the main thing, and then translates to the audience.
I also think it's so nice. Having Jungle Giants and Tullamarines is I'd say some of the most energetic bands in Australia.
Yeah.
And so for us it's really inspiring, because it's after we finish our set, we'll watch them okay, we should do that. These guys can just get anyone to love their music.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been it's great. It's such a good learning opportunity, and yeah, it's been amazing. Yeah.
So after such a massive year, what's next for Tear Drive? I mean, you've got Big Sound, but
Yeah, big sound.
are you sitting on any more music, or even thinking about doing your own headline tour after this experience?
There's definitely thoughts around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah.
much we can say just yet, but there's definitely more music.
Yeah, more music.
We have a lot planned. There is a lot in the works. Tear Drive is not going away. We have no plans of going away.
Gonna
We'll be
get
back.
busy. Gonna get very busy.
Well, we're still here, but we've got a lot planned, and I think people are really gonna like it. We have a lot of different stuff planned.
Yeah.
People might not be expecting, but
No.
we're very keen for it. So excited.
Well, thank you guys so much for catching up. Very exciting to hear that you're not going anywhere, that you've got things in the works. Make sure you head along to Big Sound to catch one of their showcases, and keep an eye out for new music. Go and stream that EP, Face to Face. And thank you guys so much. Have an amazing time on the rest of the Jungle Giants tour.
Thank you very much for having us.